10th long ball of the season. He would add another one later in the game. Sox win big, 12-5, the final. All right, game one of the Stanley Cup final, Blues and Bruins. St. Louis trying to win its first ever cup. They got out to a 2-0 lead, but here come the Bruins in the second. Sean Kuraly pushes the play and feeds a Long Branch, New Jersey native Connor Clifton. That's the first of the game for the Bruins, 2-1 the score. Later in the period, Boston on the man advantage. Charlie McAvoy walks right in and scores. A little puck luck as it deflects past Jordan Bennington. Bruins tie the game at 2. To the third. Game still tied until Kuraly kicks it to his stick in front and buries the game winner. One more look at the fancy footwork. Bruins score 4 unanswered after falling behind. They go up 1-0 in the series. All right, time now for the Ram Report. We knew this for some time now, but it became official Monday. Kevin Durant has been ruled out of the Game 1 of the NBA Finals on Thursday to deal with the calf strain. And center DeMarcus Cousins was listed as questionable for Game 1. Sorry, we have no new rumors to report about Durant's free agency plans. All right, now something to look out for, Knicks fans. Projected number 3 pick R.J. Barrett will have his pro day at UCLA Tuesday, and the media will hear from the former Dookie for the first time since the night of the NBA lottery. And on that note, that is going to do it for this edition of Geico Sports Night. It's been such a pleasure giving you guys the sports news. Have a great Tuesday, everybody. We'll see you later.
Here's Brett Gardner. And Gardy drills one to deep right. It is high. It is far. It is gone. Second deck. Oh, let the Gardy party begin. Gardy goes Yardy. And the Yankees take a 3-2 lead.
Time to party for Gardy and the Yanks. Brett Gardner, one of several heroes in Monday's game against the Padres. What's up, beautiful people? Welcome to the show. I'm Chris Williamson. We'll get to highlights in a bit, and Jonas Schwartz and our Baseball Night in New York crew will break it down. We also go one-on-one with one of Sam Darnold's newest targets, but we begin the show out in L.A. what should have been a phenomenal pitching matchup, Jacob deGrom versus Clayton Kershaw. Mets at Dodgers, first game of a 4-game set. Bottom 3, game tied at 1, but not for long. Cody Bellinger crushes the deGrom pitch to right. Bellinger's 19th home run of the season puts the Dodgers up 2-1. Top of the 5th, runner on second. J.D. Davis blasts the first pitch fastball off over the left field wall. Davis's 6th dinger of the year gives the Mets a 3-2 lead. deGrom in trouble in the 5th. Runners on first and third. Corey Seager hits a laser to right, but Michael Conforto is there to make the catch. deGrom threw 105 pitches in 5 innings, 7 hits, 2 earned runs, only 2 strikeouts. Top 6, Tyler Batchelor, the first out of the pen for the Mets, and Chris Taylor gives him a rude welcoming with the solo blast to left center. Taylor's 4th long ball of the year. We're all tied up at 3. Later in the inning, Daniel Zamora on the mound. Kike Hernandez pinch hitting. He goes yard to right center. The 3-run shot puts the Dodgers on top 6-3. LA would send 12 men to the plate and score 6 runs in the inning. Mets looking to come back though. In the 8th, Danny Echeverria. He delivers it just over the left center field wall. His 3rd homer in the last 4 games. Mets cut the lead 8-5. Bases now loaded with 1 out for J.D. Davis. He flies to right field. Cody Bellinger makes the catch. Check out this throw. Throws a dart to third base to nab Carlos Gomez. To make things worse, Tomas Nido should have scored on the play, but Gomez is tagged out before Nido crosses home plate. The double play ends the inning in the rally. Mets lose a wild one, 9-5 the final. Here's Mickey Callaway on the poor base running.
They made 3 really good throws tonight. They played great defense, and when you swing the bats like they do, and you play great defense, and Kershaw's on the mound, they're going to be tough to beat.
Is that a situation in the 8th, though, where you would prefer Gomez not tag up?
I know. You know what? Briggs and I talked about it. He's got to go there. That was just an unbelievable throw. I mean, he was deep. It was just an unbelievable throw. I mean, you're going to see that on highlights for the next 30 years. They're going to be playing that over and over. It's kind of like one of those throws Vlad made, 20 years ago. It was just an unbelievable play.
For more now on the Mets' tough loss, we send it over to Jonas and the guys for Baseball Night in New York.
All right, Chris, thanks so much. I'm here with Mark Malusis' Anthony McCarron. Let's start with what we just heard Mickey Callaway talk about. The base running. Was it the Mets' fault for how they ran the bases tonight, Moose, or just good throws by the Dodgers, especially Bellinger had some great throws?
Well, I mean, you have to have the good throws. I mean, so to be able to cut 3 runners down, 2 at home, 1 at third base. I mean, it's bad base running. I don't care what Mickey Callaway says after the game. I mean, Carlos Gomez at that stage is standing in base. He's already in scoring position, sitting there at second base. So the scenario there, as Bellinger made the decision not to throw home and he's throwing a third, which I don't understand at that time, but you look at the place on the field, easier throw to make to third base than it was to home. That's bad base running by Carlos Gomez. Mickey Callaway can't excuse it. I mean, you want to talk about accountability after the game. I'm not saying the Mets are winning this baseball game, but Nito's got to score there, number one. He's got to be hustling down the third base line, and Gomez can't be tagging up the third on Bellinger's arm. He just can't be doing it.
On that slide, he actually had a hand that was stretched further that did not touch the base.
Yeah, I was wondering why he didn't slide toward the other end of the base.
Yeah.
It would have made it a more difficult play for the Dodgers to pull off there. I mean, it was a tremendous throw by Bellinger.
Great throw.
He's obviously having a special season, both offensively and defensively. But to me, the thing that stands out is Gomez's run didn't mean anything. And even I got what he said after the game when he said, you know, if he gets hit with an errant throw, that means he scores, and the tying run is then on second base. You know, I get it. You know, but still, like, ultimately, this is not a risk that you need to take, even if you assume that Bellinger is going to throw the ball home. But Bellinger conceded the run there and
Right.
trying to, you know, make a play there, and he made it.
Well,
and this speaks also, Jonas, to the idea that teams that can make plays on defense and play well on defense and do dynamic things are teams that are headed good places.
And let's be clear, Anthony. Teams that have good middle relief tend to go further. The Mets bullpen did not get that, you know, in this loss to the Dodgers. Can the Mets be competitive in your mind, Anthony, with this bullpen?
I don't think so, Jonas. You know, there's some, to me, kind of misleading stats out there. I know they entered the game on Monday with the lowest ERA, bullpen ERA in the National League, which just seems to be, doesn't compute for me because they, I don't know, the middle relief corps is not getting the job done. And, you know, Jacob deGrom didn't do his job tonight either because, you know, all the talk about him, you know, gutting it out and everything, he still didn't give him any length. You ask this bullpen to get 12 outs, it's too much.
Yeah, 6 runs in the bottom of the 6th was the undoing here.
Yeah, I mean, listen, they don't pass the eyeball test. I mean, you could pull out, and Anthony mentioned the stat in the month of May. You want to look at leverage innings, high leverage innings. The scenario is here. Every Met fan watching the game this evening on SNY, when that bullpen was handed a 3-2 lead, trying to get 12 outs, had little to no confidence that they were going to be able to do it. And basically, 2 batters in, Taylor hits a home run. The game's tied up at 3. So, I mean, the very fact of the matter remains is that bullpen needs to be solidified. Yes, I mean, you'd like Jacob deGrom to be a lot more economical than he was. He talked about not having his A-plus stuff. You'd like to see him get it at least through 6 innings instead of going out there and doing what he did and throwing 105 pitches. But, I mean, it is what it is. But that bullpen, to me, does nothing for me in terms of being a team that can get meaningful outs when they need it, especially against good lineups. And the Dodgers have got a great lineup.
Certainly let him down Monday evening out in Los Angeles. Guys, good stuff. We will hear from Jacob deGrom coming up later in this show. But for now, let's send it back to Chris.
All right, thanks, Jonas. We're just getting started here on the show. Up next, Aaron Boone called Brett Gardner one of the heartbeats of the team this year. And after Monday's battle with the Padres, Gardy's proving him right. Plus, how is one of Sam Darnold's newest weapons adjusting to his new team in City? We go one-on-one with Jamison Crowder on that and more. And you know you can't go a day without Kevin Durant drama these days. So what is the latest rumor on the 2-time Finals MVP? Stick around for the answer.
Geico Sports Night is brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit geico.com for a free rate quote.
Geico makes it easy to get help when you need it. With licensed agents available 24/7. It's not just easy. It's having a walrus in goal easy.
It's a walrus! Ridiculous! Yes! Nice save, big guy!
Good job, Duncan! Way to go!
It's not just easy, it's Geico easy.
Duncan, stay up. No sleepies.
Announcing the Hyundai Memorial Day sales event, a kickoff this summer filled with enormous savings, including 0% APR for 72 months on select models. like the perfectly sized Kona, named the 2019 North American Utility Vehicle of the Year. Hurry into your local Hyundai dealer during the Memorial Day sales event and see why the longer you look, the more there is to like. Now for a limited time, both military and first responders save an additional $1,000. That's double the savings. Hurry, offers end soon.
While shopping at Sears, you need to place yourself in the moment. You need confidence in the appliances you select to build a home and life you love. Shop the Sears Memorial Day event through June 1st for up to 40% off on appliances. Plus, use your Sears card and get an extra 10% off or up to 18 months of special financing. You'll also get $300 cash back in points. And don't forget about free delivery. Sears, making moments matter.
Look around. Everything is bigger. Bigger shoes to fill, bigger dreams to chase. And for this big life, we built the all-new Ram 1500. Everything you need in a truck, and things you never imagined.
Hurry in for big deals during the Ram Memorial Day sales event. Get 0% financing for 72 months on all 2019 Ram 1500 Classic models. Or well-qualified lessees of competitive vehicles get this low-mileage lease on the 2019 Ram 1500 Classic.
The news keeps getting better for the Yanks on the IL front. New York cleared James Paxton to return Monday after dealing with knee discomfort since May 4th. He's likely to return for a start against San Diego on Wednesday. Not to be outdone, shortstop Didi Gregorius will likely head to Scranton for the Yanks AAA team to continue his rehab assignment. He might be back in 1 to 2 weeks. All right, Manny Machado making his first appearance of the season in the Bronx. Aaron Boone electing to go with an opener as Chad Green gets a start. First inning, 2 outs. He's matched up when Machado and Green sits him down. 3 up, 3 down, all via the strikeout in his only inning. Second inning, Padres up 1-0, now facing David Hale. Austin Hedges lines a double to left over the head of Brett Gardner. One more run comes in to score. Padres lead 2-0. In the bottom half, Yankees get on the board. Clint Frazier turns around the Matt Strahm offering to left field. His 10th dinger of the season cuts the lead in half 2-1. Later in the frame, 1 man on for Gardner. And he pulls one that finds the seats down the line and right. 2-run shot for Gardner. Yanks take their first lead 3-2. Now, the bullpen did a great job protecting the lead. Adam Ottavino retires Hunter Renfroe to end the 6th. Then Tommy Kahnle fans Ian Kinsler in the 7th. Till the 8th we go. Gary Sanchez at the plate. And there's no doubt about this one. His team-leading 16th of the season is over the right field fence. Yanks finish the inning up 5-2. Then they would turn it over to Aroldis Chapman, 2 outs. Luke Voigt comes in to make the game-sealing catch. Yankees take the opener 5-2. Here's Frazier on his big day.
I just feel confident going up there. I found a couple things that I needed to fix whenever I got back from the DL that happen whenever you miss some time. And, right now I'm feeling good, so I'm just trying to go from there.
This last week now, he's started to build some momentum about, just good at-bats every game and got us going with the scoring today, more good approach going the other way. I think doing a real good job of controlling the strike zone. And, when he does that, he's really dangerous.
Taking a deeper look at some numbers presented by Geico, plenty of Yanks have been excellent on offense lately, but the two that stand out are Gardner and Frazier. They're absolutely lighting it up. Gardner batting .467 with 5 ribbies, while Frazier's smoking it for a .385 average to go along with 10 ribbies. Now let's send it back to Jonas and the fellas for more on the Yankees.
All right, Chris, thanks so much. Back with Moose and Anthony. We just saw, the numbers from Frazier right there. Anthony, in your mind, does that make him a prime candidate to be featured in this lineup or a prime candidate to be traded from this lineup?
I don't think the Yankees can lose this guy or offer him around right now, Jonas, because, look at the way injuries have treated them this year. And I think that he needs to see some at-bats even when the big guys come back. And
you wouldn't deal him for pitching?
I think they have some other assets at lower levels of the minors that might get them the pitcher that they need. I just think that this guy is, look, for a long time we thought the legendary bat speed, it was almost used as kind of a punchline on this guy because he was injured so often. But now that he's getting rolling, we're seeing that he really does have this talent and can really produce at the major league level. So I think the Yankees might have something they might want to hang on to here as opposed to using him in a trade.
Yeah, I think it's fascinating. Listen, you give him all the credit because he was almost like a guy that was a forgotten about prospect to where almost people said, well, yeah, he was hot lot like 2 years ago, but, the concussion, the injuries, everything, it's like kind of like the game where the Yankees had moved on from him, baseball had moved on from him. He's got an opportunity this year and has hit a ton. I like what Frazier brings to the table. He's a little bit of a different, distinct personality, different than anybody else in that clubhouse. To me, he's a guy that I think has got a role on this in this organization, not only now, but for years to come, because that bat speed, that power is there. He's also giving you substantial at-bats. Now, the curious thing with him is the outfield defense has got to improve.
The bat plays, the glove in, not so much. Yeah,
exactly right.
Not so much at all. But you know what?
Maybe, well, I was going to say, maybe Thairo Estrada has become the young guy who has emerged, and maybe he's more of a trade chip than Frazier is, because maybe Frazier's got a higher ceiling offensively.
Interesting. Let's talk about that bullpen. We know how good that bullpen has been all throughout. The Yanks won their third straight game going with an opener. So the bullpen played early in this game, strangely enough. Moose, can their use of an opener, is it sustainable going forward?
Well, it was for the Rays last year, right? I mean, why can't it be for the Yankees? I mean, is it a possibility? Yeah. I mean, because now you have a viable option where you're not as desperate to go out there and find yourself a starter because you've had success and you've seen other teams have it. Now, I don't think you can do it over a 4 or 5 year stretch. I think you're going to burn through bullpen arms, and I don't know how sustainable it is year in and year out, but if you could find the right mix of guys, yeah, I think the Yankees can be able to do that and lessen the stress on Cashman to try and find that starter.
And they really do have one of the deepest bullpens in the game, Jonas. So they may be set up to have this be something that they can go to as often as they like. Really, but with James Paxton hopefully coming back for their sake, and CC Sabathia perhaps as early as Sunday, maybe they can start to dial it back a little bit with Chad Green and get him into more of a high leverage relief situation again, as opposed to holding him out to open.
Right. It's interesting because on the one hand you say, all right, listen, they have such a good bullpen, and eventually they get Betances back. They hope it gets even deeper. But at some point you just wonder how much of a toll does that take in subsequent days, Moose? Because now don't you need increased length out of your starter after doing this to your bullpen?
Well, there's no doubt about it. And listen, I think in the here and now, Anthony hit upon it. Now the curious thing with both, when you look at Paxton and Sabathia, is they're both dealing with knee issues. So you never know. Start in and start out. Paxton could be great for 3 or 4 starts, and then he could have that knee, bother him once again, and he could be placed on the IL. So that's the issue there. Luis Severino maybe potentially, second half of the regular season. But yeah, to play to your point, Jonas, if you continue to pull, use those arms, then you need length out of your starters, because then you're compounding the problem. If you don't get length out of your starters, then you're asking your bullpen to do too much, and they'll be exhausted by the end of the year.
And that's why we see so many teams, including the Yankees in baseball, having a Scranton shuttle, for lack of a better way to put it, by getting fresh arms from the minors, when your guys go down.
That's right. The Scranton shuttle gets the job done. There's no question. Anthony McCarron, Mark Malusis, thanks so much. Chris, back to you.
Very sad news in baseball Monday. Former All-Star and batting champion Bill Buckner has died at 69 due to dementia. Mets fans are extremely familiar with the one-time All-Star, as he was involved in one of the most iconic plays in Mets history, if not Major League Baseball history. He committed the infamous error on a ground ball in the '86 World Series that led to the Mets winning it all. Mookie Wilson hit that legendary ground ball and had this to say about Buckner's passing. Quote, "We had developed a friendship that lasted well over 30 years. I felt badly for some of the things he went through. Bill was a great baseball player whose legacy should not be defined by one play," end quote. Now, Buckner was invited to celebrate the 20-year anniversary of the '86 team, but declined. But in 2008, Buckner returned to Fenway and received a 2-minute standing ovation after throwing the ceremonial first pitch. The fan base finally had embraced him after treating him poorly for so long after his infamous error. Bill Buckner is survived by his wife and 3 children. He was just 69.
There's a place where every lane is the fast lane, and radar guns do this. Welcome to Muscleville, a Dodge owner's paradise, where you've got a lot of horsepower to move a lot of people. And when your crew heads to the local theater, this is what you'll see. So head to Muscleville, where every day is a performance day.
During the Dodge Memorial Day sales event, well-qualified current Ford Explorer lessees get a low-mileage lease on the 2019 Dodge Durango for $229 a month.
If you want just a little entertainment, try playing board games with a professional wrestler.
Oh, sorry, Cyclone King. You lose a turn. Oh, I got a 6. Yay!
If you want entertainment that lasts more than an instant, try a cash word scratch-off from the New York Lottery.
I've got Lilac! Yeah! Yeah! One letter away from Frog! Tonsil! True Booth!
We got it! Frog!
Yeah!
Play a cash word scratch off today. You could win up to $1 million.
Hey Google, talk to City Entertainment.
Welcome back to City Entertainment. Let's help you find a concert.
All fans in attendance will take home this Mets t-shirt. Purchase tickets at Mets.com/tickets.
When you switch to Spectrum Mobile, not only do you save on your wireless bill, but you also get to keep the phone you have.
Hold on. I can keep my phone?
Yes.
And get a better network?
Yes.
That's like upgrading to a bionic leg.
Except in this case, you're getting free talk and free text.
Wouldn't be my first choice in superpowers, but pretty cool.
What's your first choice?
I'd have super stretchy arms.
To save people?
So I could reach the fridge.
Switch to the best network and keep your phone. Spectrum Mobile.
And to save people.
Too late.
Back to the Mets. Jacob deGrom didn't put together his greatest performance, but he battled through 5 innings, giving up 2 runs and 7 hits on 105 pitches. Here's what the former Cy Young had to say after the loss to open the team's West Coast road trip.
I felt like early on I had good command. They had some good at-bats against me. Were able to put some balls in play where nobody was at. So, they did a good job pretty much throughout the night of battling me. I wish I had my good stuff. I think, change-up, I didn't throw many for strikes. Curveball wasn't real good. So, like I said, they had fastball, slider to battle, and they did a good job of that.
Now, looking ahead to Tuesday's matchup, Steven Matz gets the starts against Rich Hill. Matz is looking for his first win since April 28th. He earned a no decision in his last start versus the Nats. Pre-game coverage starts right here at 9:30 on SNY. Switching gears to football, one of the things on the offseason agenda for the Jets was to get Sam Darnold some better weapons. They did that with Le'Veon Bell and veteran wideout Jamison Crowder. Crowder's shiftiness and speed at the slot position should help make Darnold's job much easier. Our Janae Coakley caught up with the former Blue Devil about Darnold coming to a new team and much more.
Well, Jamison, what's it like being here?
It's been great. So far so good. Just trying to learn the playbook and get familiar with everybody, get familiar with my teammates, and just trying to contribute to the team as much as I can.
How do you build that relationship with Sam? Is this when you really start building that foundation and that relationship?
Yeah, it is. OTAs, we can kind of get out and run routes and catch passes and, kind of get a feel for what he wants. And I kind of give him feedback on, how I run routes and everything. Just kind of, build that chemistry. So this is a time where you kind of start building that and just go from there.
What have you seen in Sam so far?
I think he has a lot of potential. He's still a young quarterback. He can really throw the football. I think that's the thing that I'm most impressed with him. And he's still learning. I'm still learning, but I got a few years under my belt. So just trying to build that chemistry. And like I said, I think that he can really throw the football, spin it really well. And I look forward to just building that bond with him.
What's it like being in Adam Gase's offense?
It's different from what I'm used to. From what I was used to in Washington, but it's fun. I can tell that it allows the slot receivers to really work, and once you learn everything, but it's fun, and I just look forward to continuing to learn the offense and get better as I do that.
How hard is it to go from one offense to another offense?
It's difficult, especially when it's 2 different types of styles.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the verbiage and everything is different here than it was in the previous offense I played in. But a lot of the concepts, sometimes are the same, but some things are different. So you really have to get in the book and really have to study and, just be ready when we come out here for OTAs or whatever it may be that I'm on top of my stuff.
What do you hope to accomplish by the end of OTAs?
Just building that foundation, with the quarterbacks, with the guys in the receiver room. Like I said, I'm new here, so I'm trying to learn everybody, the coach, my teammates, offense and defense. So, just try to build that chemistry with my teammates. That's the main thing, and just making sure that I'm on top of my plays and everything, and going to, the summer and getting ready for a training camp as confident as possible.
I know you guys don't have pads on, but when you see the defense on the other side, Williams' defense, how hard is it going up against this defense?
It's tough. I can tell that they're a very aggressive defense, but it's also fun for me. You know, for a lot of the guys, shoot, you know, last time we went against someone was, you know, the last game of the year, whenever that was for guys. So it's fun, but I can tell they're very aggressive defense, and it's also fun just, you know, going against those guys, competing, coming out here making plays. So
thanks, Jamison.
Yep, thank you.
Back to you.
Thanks, Janae. When we come back, we will let you Knicks fans know when's the next time you can hear from former Duke star and projected top 3 pick R.J. Barrett. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back.
Geico Sports Night is brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit geico.com for a free rate quote.
Uh-oh. Looks like someone's still nervous about buying a new house.
Is it that obvious?
Yes, it is. You know, maybe you'd worry less if you got Geico to help with your homeowner's insurance.
I didn't know Geico helps with homeowners insurance.
Yeah, they've been doing it for years. What are you doing? Big Steve?
Thanks, man.
There he is.
Get to know Geico and see how much you could save on homeowners and renters insurance.
Make yourself comfortable. Make yourself comfortable, baby.
Town Fair Tire is New England's largest name brand discount tire dealer with over 600,000 tires in stock. So we sell Toyo tires at prices that can't be beat. We guarantee it. Plus, when you buy your new set of Toyo tires at Town Fair, we always give you the most free services. For the guaranteed lowest price on Toyo tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. And I mean nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Our son Arjun was 6 weeks old and already had his first intestinal surgery when he was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis. CF is a rare, genetic, life-shortening disease that affects every organ in the body and makes breathing difficult. At age 3.5, Arjun looks completely normal, but on his belly are scars from being in the operating room 9 times, which can be a reminder of our family's daily fight to extend his life. Thanks to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, we know we are not in this fight alone. When the foundation was founded in 1955, children with CF rarely lived long enough to attend kindergarten. Today, thanks to the foundation's groundbreaking research, advocacy, and care, some people with CF are attending college, getting married, and starting families. But there is still much work to be done. Until CF stands for Cure Found, for all people with CF, including those like my son Arjun, we will not stop. Help us add tomorrows. Visit cff.org today.
Hey, Joey, what's the latest on trade talks? Hey, Joey, latest on trade talks? Hey, Joey.
Yeah, I heard you the first time. Your team's in the crapper, and so was I, all right? What, I offend you? Nah, don't put me in the pocket. Come on. My voice will not be silenced.
SNY, complete coverage of every New York team, anytime, from any device.
Get your New York sports here.
Back to baseball, Cleveland at Boston. J.D. Martinez at the plate, and he hits a deep fly ball to right field. The ball sails over the wall for a home run. But take another look. The ball actually hits the wall, then bounces off Oscar Mercado's glove and goes back over the wall. Martinez's 10th long ball of the season. He would add another one later in the game. Sox win big, 12-5, the final. All right, game 1 of the Stanley Cup final, Blues and Bruins. St. Louis trying to win its first ever cup. They got out to a 2-0 lead, but here come the Bruins in the second. Sean Kuraly pushes the play and feeds to Long Branch, New Jersey native Connor Clifton. That's the first of the game for the Bruins, 2-1 the score. Later in the period, Boston on the man advantage. Charlie McAvoy walks right in and scores. A little puck luck as it deflects past Jordan Binnington. Bruins tie the game at 2. To the third we go. Game still tied until Kuraly kicks it to his stick in front and buries the game winner. One more look at the fancy footwork. Bruins score 4 unanswered after falling behind. They go up 1-0 in the series. All right, time now for the Ram Rumor Report. We knew this for some time now, but it became official Monday. Kevin Durant has been ruled out of Game 1 of the NBA Finals on Thursday to deal with the calf strain, and center DeMarcus Cousins was listed as questionable for Game 1. Sorry, we have no new rumors to report about Durant's free agency plans. Now, something to look out for. Knicks fans projected number 3 pick R.J. Barrett will have his pro day at UCLA Tuesday, and the media will hear from the former Dookie for the first time since the night of the NBA lottery. And on that note, that's going to do it for this edition of Geico Sports Night. It's always a pleasure giving you guys the sports from New York land. We love it so much. Have a great Tuesday, people. We'll be right back.